Let's face it, typical teenagers are juggling school, sports, and socializing with varying degrees of success. Tonight, we meet a 16-year-old who's got more in common with venture capitalists and complex algorithms than guidance counselors in algebra. Here's ABC's Rebecca Jarvis.
From the first check of the phone to a quick mess of the hair, 16-year-old Ben Pasternak's morning routine seems pretty normal. But he's anything but ordinary.
Hey guys, my name is Ben Pasternak. I'm the CEO of Flog.
You heard that right. The Australian teen is a tech tycoon.
This was lots of bugs we had before we launched.
His brainchild is a new app called Flog, which makes buying and selling items within your social network as simple as swiping right. Think Tinder meets eBay. He has already locked down enough seed money that he dropped out of high school and left his home in Australia, including his parents, to move to New York City, hoping to become his generation's Mark Zuckerberg. And he had a little bit of a head start. He became a YouTube celebrity at just 11 years old with these unboxing videos.
Right now, I am recording with the front-facing camera.
His first app success at 15. The game, Impossible Rush. Even beat out favorites like Starbucks and Vine.
I had two games that were both like #1 trending apps like everywhere in the world.
Being CEO at 16 has already made Ben a bit of a celebrity.
I was just in bed one morning and like my phone like buzzed and boom, Justin Bieber is now following you on Twitter. I unfortunately don't follow Justin Bieber back, but you know, he follows me.
And there are some other perks. He lives alone, which means a lot of freedom. But this CEO still has to report to his MOM.
Hi, what's up?
Does he have a curfew on the weekend?
I have a bit of a curfew during the week, so the curfew is supposed to be 8 o'clock.
Mom and Dad, who are here visiting from Sydney, weren't always sold on the idea.
What was that like as parents? Let's just imagine it doesn't pan out. He's not going to go back to high school, is he?
Both of us are university educated, so for our son not to finish school and then go into university is a big deal. So I think the deal was, like we said, let's go to America and see if you get funding and then we can talk about it. And unfortunately, he got funding.
Unfortunately.
When he said he was going, I just thought, okay, let him go and, you know, see how he goes in Silicon Valley. And off he went, and he kind of came home with this enormous sack of money.
An enormous sack of money sounds like a good deal.
We simply cannot let our competition be nuttier than we are.
And now, much like Macaulay Culkin's pint-sized CEO in Richie Rich, the kid is the boss.
See, he knows it.
Among all the adults, his chief employee, this 30-year-old.
What did you think when you found out that you were going to be the COO of a company and your CEO and founder was 16?
Well, it was kind of a developing process. So by the time that happened, I'd really come to terms with it.
What's the most 16-year-old thing he's done since you guys have worked
so
together?
I think consistently the most 16-year-old thing he does is he forgets to eat.
But his teenage tendencies, not a problem for his lead investor.
Yeah, full disclosure, as one of your investors, I've actually heard from some teenagers interested in me looking at their apps. I think that you are definitely an inspiration. Everybody wants you to succeed.
To get to that level means more funding is needed. Today, Ben and Mike are meeting with a potential investor for Flog. There's a lot on the line.
We got a meeting in here right now. We're really excited. Hope it goes well.
What he said. 2 thumbs up, 4 thumbs up, 4 thumbs up, 4 thumbs up.
Truth is, most apps fail, but Ben has a lot of confidence that he can build Flog into the next billion-dollar empire.
In the grand scheme of things, how big of an idea is Flog versus Facebook or Instagram?
I wouldn't even compare to Facebook or Instagram. I would compare to Amazon or Jet.
So you think it could actually be as significant as one of those companies if it lives up to the full potential?
Well, it's the if that's the big question there. I mean, Amazon and, you know, Jet is itself an upstart. They've got retail pretty dominated, and I look at Flog as a way to kind of improve upon something like Craigslist.
How do you stay humble in all of this? It's a lot for someone as young as you.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, everyone's, like, going hyped up, like, at what I've achieved. But, like, for me, I feel like I'm just getting started. So I don't even, like, feel anything to brag about or whatever it is.
You don't feel anything to brag about.
Not really. I mean, like,
In spite of the fact that you came home with a big bag of money.
well, I mean, you know, it's bigger than a big bag of money. Like 10 big bags of money. Like it's a lot.
Sound familiar?
$1 million isn't cool. You know what's cool? You. $1 billion.
Channeling his favorite film, The Social Network, about another young CEO.
Do you ever think about wanting to be more like Mark Zuckerberg?
Not really. I mean, like he's too smart.
He's too smart?
Yeah.
You don't think you're as smart as Mark Zuckerberg?
I do not.
Smart enough to get himself here, and he seems to have plenty of hustle to spare.
We should have a competition.
Okay, what's our competition? How about this? If I get the next shot, I get 1% of Flog.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Okay.
My
Wow,
chances at millions.
That was just $3 billion. Like
$3 billion
boom.
out the door.
You lost it.
For Nightline, I'm Rebecca Jarvis, playing pickup against a budding tech guru.